Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovelies, I came across these videos on my For You page on TikTok from these brothers actually, sharing their views on how we can actually succeed as black people entirely. And they are just making a lot of sense. I decided to put it up here so that we all can dialogue with this together. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
To all my black people, when you are out in this world, keep your head on a swivel, keep yourself protected at all times, and watch out for your brothers and sisters. Shit is getting straight wicked out here. We got what happened to Sade Robinson, what's going on with Calvin Riley. Police officers in Alabama don't even have to turn on their body cameras anymore. Every single day, they are making it easier and easier for us to be hunted. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call a spade a spade. They don't care about what your gender is, your sexuality, how much money you make, what car you drive, what neighborhood you live in, your accomplishments, where your family from. These people don't give a fuck about none of that. They see the color of your skin and they want your ass gone. We may not be a monolith, but we damn sure are getting treated like it. I don't give a fuck if I see your ass in Target and I ain't never met you a day in my life. It should be an unspoken rule that we have each other's backs no matter what. Because ain't nobody else coming to save us. The justice system don't give a fuck about us. And 9 times out of 10, they the perpetrators. And everybody needs to be accounted for. Your friends and family should know where you at all times. Who you with and what the fuck you doing. I don't give a fuck if you Black Dynamite. Your friends and family should have your fucking location. It shouldn't be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Too many people are coming up missing. And ain't nobody out here finding them. This shit is sick. This shit ain't no fear mongering. This is just the truth.
What about this? Why don't we just give us what you owe us and we can go on and do our own shit? But no, they don't want that. White folks especially hate autonomous black happiness. They do not like when we are by ourselves doing our own shit. They cannot stand that shit. They don't even like us in a group. Like in Chicago, there used to be a thing, if you were 5 or more black guys on the corner, the police break it up. It's called mob action. It's like, what's going on here? If you're at work and you're a black employee and you're talking to another black employee, the white boss go, hey, what's going on over there? You know what I mean? I went to a very white university. And then when the black students hung out with each other, the white students would be like, oh, you guys hang out. You don't mix with us. I go, are you fucking kidding me right now? You delusional clown. It's 40,000, 45,000 white students and 800 black. Who the fuck you think I'm going to hang out with? They would do shit like this. Anytime they see us get together in any kind of way, we could be at a cafe and black people could just be drinking coffee, laughing. All of a sudden, white people are like, oh boy, that Negro so loud. Excuse me, can we turn down this Negro sound? It's like fucked up. Like anytime we have our own shit, whites always got to have their hand in our shit. They always got to be part of it. And if they're not part of it, then we're back to being niggas. We're back to being coons and spades and all this other dumb shit. Well, you understand where I'm coming from?
Well, let's bring it back to our point here.
Okay. My fault, people. You just don't like black people. Plain and motherfucking simple. You do not like black people. It is very obvious. For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated. The most hated. But within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. You know that. You've made money off our culture. Let's be real. You've made money off our culture. White musicians, all of them have made money off of black fucking culture. All of rock, all of jazz motherfuckers, all the shit we created from the oppression, which is fucked up in itself. The oppression and the fucking abuse and the rape and the putting down of us, we create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the modern shit that you all use. From the video game cartridge.
With how prevalent anti-blackness is around the rest of the world, you would think that black people were the ones going around colonizing other countries, inflicting their will upon other people, stripping them of their land, languages, traditions, and resources. Like, how the fuck is we the problem in all this? Watching other minorities pander for proximity to white supremacy is so fucking pitiful to me. That's like going to school and you get punched in the face by a bully, but instead of fighting back, you smack your best friend instead. Because y'all too afraid to stand up to white supremacy and deal with the big baddie in the room, y'all would rather blame black people for your lack of courage? If everyone had as much heart as we did, we wouldn't be in this mess in the first fucking place. Then y'all love to abuse intersectionality and take our time and resources and strip us dry of that. And then when it comes time that we need someone else's help, everybody else is MIA. This shit is honestly tiring, bro. Y'all would rather blame black people for the rest of the problems in the world instead of dealing with the real problem at hand. We're not the ones destabilizing your governments. We're not the ones dropping bombs in your countries.
Let's see what they do to Jay Williams after his stance.
So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable. So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hose, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in the skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize, and then you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the black community, like we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that, Bert. That's how the process works. Oh, somebody does a blackface. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. We got it. Okay. You know, is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay, we understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society and having a lot of black people in positions of power, we don't have the governability to do that. But what we feel like happens with Kyrie is even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. So we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And there's a bigger situation going on. What's happening with Kyrie Irving? If the Nets don't want him to be there, just say you don't want him to be there. But we should hold everybody accountable, even owners of teams accountable, with things that are happening in other countries, i.e. China and Uyghurs and the Muslim genocide that is occurring, that we hear Enes Kanter talk about. But we don't keep the same energy for everybody. We pick and choose what conversational points we want to make more polarizing. And I might lose my job. I might lose deal opportunities in the future for speaking out about even the platforms that continue to promote and profit a movie that is considered anti-Semitic to billions of people. They don't have to be accountable. Who is accountable? But we're going to put everything on the shoulders of Kyrie Irving, who, even though he said, I cannot be anti-Semitic because if I know where I came from, stating that he's one of the 4 lost tribes. He's saying that blacks and Jews come from the same entity, the same thing. But we don't want to understand nuance. We want to be triggered by words, and we like fire, and we like things that are, going viral on social media, and everybody has some kind of hot take, and we're calling people idiots, and we're calling people names because that's what we do. We just destroy each other. I ain't gonna destroy each other, man. I'm not gonna do that. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Hell no. Could he have gone about it maybe a different way? That's what I would have advised him to do. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit out here and make this dude out to be like he is a villain, like he is a bad person. He is looking to explore his heritage. Now you can crucify me if you want. I don't give a damn anymore. It's time for people to start speaking out with nuance and speaking out on the principles they stand for. That's all I'll say.
Like, seriously, lovelies, I totally understand where all of them are actually coming from. Like, black people, we actually need to like come together. We actually need to be our brother's keeper. If we are not, these people are not gonna be our keeper. Like, they will not. So it's just left for us to actually build our own thing, develop our own thing, then support each other. Like, there's a video I actually posted yesterday. I want to make reference to that video about this Asian company that disrespected a black woman because she was about, going out there. She was about going out there, like getting known. And these people get very jealous of her. They get very jealous of her and they decided to treat her so badly. Like, even in the Asian community, Asian, companies and all of that, we are the people that is being treated so badly. We are the least people that get the most that get benefit. Like, the least people that get benefit. We don't even get benefit at all. So I don't even know why, when these folks keep on sharing and trying to make us understand that, okay, we don't like you guys, we don't want to do anything for you guys. But why is it that they cannot pay off this reparation? That, like, okay, everybody just be on their own? But no, you don't like particular set of people or particular culture of people, but you like to appropriate their culture. You want to enjoy just the way the other second guy like stitched his video. Like, they do not like you, but they actually like something that has to do with you. Okay, in times of this Asian store I talked about, they don't like black people, but they like the black money. They like the black dollars. They like it when you patronize them. You don't like these people, but you want to produce their own products. Like, you want to produce products to sell to them. Why would you produce, products and services to actually render to people you don't like? Why would you do that? And do you even think that this is safe? This is what I was saying. Like, how could you treat someone you are actually trying to use as a face of your company just because of maybe, you produce stuff that helps her own kind of, race and all of that, but you don't want to treat this person right? So what made us think that maybe the product and ingredient they use for the so-called productions of whatever we use is still okay for black use? Like, those are the kind of things that you need to look and put into consideration before, trying to purchase stuff from these stores. So when I posted that video, a lot of people were like, it is time for us to actually build ours. It is time for us to manufacture ours. I know that it's very difficult because of the way at which we are, or the level at which we've been oppressed. Like, in times of loans and all of that, it's very difficult for us. But no matter how small, we can actually start up something. We can actually support ourselves. Like, prior to this video that went viral about the Asian store, there are so many small businesses on TikTok that is coming up now. I'll look for, I'll just try my best to see if I can put one or two of their product out there. Because we don't even know that there are small brands which actually need our support. So, like, at this, if you want to get some brand, just try to check the owners of this brand, the CEOs of this brand, if it's something that you can actually, purchase, if it's something that you can just, support. We can just start from there. We can start from supporting our own brand. We can start to, because we cannot be, discriminated in the healthcare and even in our workplaces, then every other place. So it's best for us to actually, be there for one another, actually do things for ourselves, in terms of maybe health, wherever you can just find yourself an OBJ that is of your own type, that will understand you, that know that you're feeling pain, that know that you don't want to abuse any kind of painkillers and all of that, that understand what it means to be in pain, not the one that will just pretend and let you go. There are a lot of things that have happened last week. I posted a woman, she's actually an influencer, about 36 years old. She lost her life out of negligence and all of that. She lost it out of negligence. So all of those things are things we need to just work on ourselves, things we just need to try to avoid. Like in terms of the health system, if you know that there's something wrong with you and all of that, you should be able to advocate for yourself. You should advocate for yourself. Because if you don't, these people will just take you for granted. Just imagine someone was having cervical cancer. She was diagnosed with fibroid. She was not even diagnosed. She was just like, okay, I think it's fibroid, without actually going through the proper examination to know what is actually wrong with this woman, until it gets to a stage that it's untreatable anymore. Then she lost it. Like, these are all the minor things we also have to look into. We have to put into consideration. Another case of negligence. This is something that is very rampant, especially for Black women in the health care system. So that's why sometimes I just tell us, if you're sick, you think that you are not being treated well, you should better find yourself someone that understands you. Like, better still, a Black person, a Black OBJ. That's why when one DR doctor I staged his video was talking about why, Black people have to go with friends and family for a medical examination. If they don't go with friends and family, they have to go with their phone for a FaceTime. Like, why would you ask such a question when you know what is happening in the healthcare system? So those are the kind of things that we also need to look out for each other. I don't know why some people will claim that, oh my God, I don't like Black people. Even if they don't say it, you will know the way they act. But you don't want to leave these people. You still want to benefit from them. You still want to keep using them, just the way your forefathers have. Like, seriously, it's high time we actually, wake up, do the ones we can do, and leave the rest to Yahweh to actually, seriously. That's when I saw this video, I was like, okay, these people are really making a lot of sense. It's high time we actually hear and try to, we don't need to, fight each other. We don't need to, try to comfort each other, because this is a weakness to us, and it will make other people stronger. But they say that united we are strong, and divided we are we are weak. Seriously. Anyways, lovelies, and I'll just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you are here to do that. And I will see you, lovelies, when I upload. If you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. And I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.